What's up, people of the interwebs? We are here. We made it to another edition of Kicking It with Kpop. How is everybody this glorious? I think it's Friday. I don't know. I have lost track of all sense of time at this point. Hopefully everyone's doing well. And I'm here with Josh. What is up, Josh?
What's up? What's up? We're trying to keep our Grinches from showing here.
You're right.
Trying not to bah humbug all over you people.
Sometimes you need a humbug on stuff. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You see too many jolly people around you, and you're like, let me inch in there with a little bit of Grinchness, and then, you know, sabotage.
Well, you guys are at a 12. I need you at like a 4.
Yeah. Even 4 might be a little up there. Just like drop it down a couple notches. Let's go. Yep, it's Friday. We're here. We're kicking it, and it's in the middle of holiday time. Come next week, all the things will be thinging. People will be opening stuff. It's a good time. It's a good time.
It is.
It's max stressed out time for a lot of people. I know.
Festivus.
That's right. Festivus for the rest of us. You're right, Phil. Also, go Lions, Phil. Phil's a homie, so we're Team Lions. Let's go football. I know.
We don't have time to air all of our grievances, bro.
We might have to come back for a weekend late night for this, because I think that might be in order sometime soon. It's been really a hot minute since I've streamed a lot. So
next week on a very special episode of Kicking It.
That's right. Bring your New Year's resolutions and anything that you want to bitch about for 2024. Let's go. I know. It's been a hot minute. I'm going to go say hi to a couple other people in chat. We're going to bring it back to you in a second. All the way from 4:32 p.m. we had GT Comics. What's happening? And I believe you're streaming right now, but Rex is here. What's up, Rex? How are you doing? You got yourself here. Listen, go follow this guy, because you guys have been making some cool content on the YouTubes, and hopefully you're going to be doing way more. So, you know.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. We got Michael in the chat. Michael, I know you're a huge fan of the Biofile Kolga. I know you did a thing
Michael's
on it.
my boy.
That's right. I know. If you guys are not interested in a reviewer, this dude reviews things and draws an art piece along with it. Let's go. Okay, it's a win-win for all. And yeah, okay, you're in for a late night bitch fest. Let's go. Fuck's sake. I like the energy that is happening on this stream tonight. Let's go.
We got pure anarchy. It's what's up.
I like it. It's a good time. Listen, I'm going to have to take you up on this, Michael. We're going to do a late night bitch rant sometime next week. How about that? Hell, we might even do it on the 24th. Let's know. Let's find out. What's up, Ken? How are you doing? I think there'll be plenty of bitch about by then. Just in time for the New Year's. And all right, I can calm down for like 1 second, because I just drank my entire monster. So you're getting a spice tonight, everybody. Let's go. Yeah,
she's over there smelling sounds, hearing colors.
Listen, I was so upset over the last week over all the stuff that's happened. I chopped most of my hair off. So look at this. Suck it, people. That's right. Whoa, Ken is in here with you. Wish to hear everybody here tonight. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. God bless. Make sure you listen. All of that to you as well, Ken. Hopefully everyone has a lovely, lovely holiday. I know.
God bless us, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Tiny Tim in the house.
Guess untype.
All right. Time to make it weird. That's right. Because we're not here for me. We're here for you. And boom.
Woo!
There's your face. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Let me pop this top off real quick.
Ho ho.
Make it a party. Can't wait to put my other eye out. Man, Phil, you been drinking a little bit?
Phil might have been hitting the sauce tonight. That's perfect. I can't wait. Also, first off, dope figures behind you. Oh,
yeah, there's
look at those toys.
1980s Spider-Man back there. There's classic Art Adams X-Men poster. Somewhere back there is a Bakugan figure and an Evangelion figure that I brought to Tokyo. Nice. Old R2-D2. Yeah. It's all my shame.
Perfect. Holy moly. All right. So that was like 5 minutes of just fuck all. So we're here to talk to Josh today about your upcoming project. So before that, you know, introductions are in order. These people might not know who you are. Well, Michael knows who you are, but they might not know who you are. So here's the most important question you will ever have to answer. Who are you? What do you do? Why are you here?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Exactly.
Hi, so I'm Josh Adams. I am the co-creator and artist of the Godfo universe. We have, I know we'll talk about this, but we have 2 series out right now, Apollyn 20XX, which we're pimping volume 2 up tonight. We've got Biofile Kolga, which the first volume came out in October. I also do art for several different things with Legacy Comics, which is a smaller indie company. I've got a new book coming out with them in the early next year called Minds Behind the Game. The main guy at Legacy is Patrick Hickey Jr., and he was a journalist. He covered games, he covered sports and stuff for years. Now he started a comic book company, and he had all these books that he had written that are like all about interviewing the creators of these different games. So the first issue of that is going to come out early in the year, and it's all about the history behind Red Dead Redemption. Or not Red Dead Revolver, sorry, the original game. And it's really an interesting story. It was fun. It was very different for me. So I'm an artist. I do a lot of other stuff too, but we're here to talk about my art and these comic books. So that's who I am.
No,
I'm not that great.
Is so shut your mouth, because I fell in love with your art the last time you guys were here, because your art and this is fantastic. It's so good. If you guys don't know, this is why you were here last time. And let me swap you over, because you were here, guys. You were here for last time. This is Biofile Kolga, and it's dope. Let me tell you, the colors that are in this are absolutely phenomenal. I love all the neons with the heavy blacks. It's freaking good. But your art is so sick.
Oh, I appreciate it, and as we so appreciated the review of Kolga too. It just feels good when you know that what you created hits the way it's supposed to hit with somebody. Yeah, so
no, your art style is really cool, and it fits so well in the format that you have it in, and it's just so good, very expressive. And I like with this weird technique that you have here, this layering with the splattery bits in it. I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, I love and it was a challenge. The Apollyon stuff is really dark and gritty because it's black and white. It was a challenge to get some of that into the colors and still be vibrant, but it was fun. I had a blast with Kolga.
Oh, so good.
And we've got volume 2 written, so I'll be as soon as this campaign for Apollyon is kind of wraps up, I'll be starting volume 2 of Kolga, so that'll be out in October.
Very cool. I'm very excited to see where this goes, because you guys don't know, there's witchy stuff happening here.
Oh, it's going to get way witchier.
Bio stuff be happening here. It's very much like Guyver meets a witchy thing, plus
that was my favorite thing that you and Michael pointed out without having to be told is the Guyver stuff, because Guyver was my gateway anime.
So good. Yeah.
And I have been obsessed with the Guyver forever, so that was
so good.
So it very much had an influence on particularly what the shadows that they wear their armor, bio armor, looked like. So I was really stoked that you guys picked up on that.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, no, Guyver is one of my favorite things I used to see. I used to watch it all the time. I used to play it nonstop on Saturday mornings on the Sci-Fi channel.
Oh yeah, it was so good. So good.
Yeah, and the difference between so Biofile, seriously, the neon coloring that you have in here is just absolutely dope. But what I can appreciate with Apollyon is the straight black and whites. But I love their use of the splattery bits that are in here, and I love that you darkened the borders and around the panels and stuff. It just makes it pop. It's so sick.
Well, and that's the thing with black and white. It's all about contrast. You've got to have gray tones. You've got to have shading, and you need to try to create texture. Black and white works, but it can be very flat if it's not done right. It can be very flat and boring, and not have much dimension to it if you're not careful. Very
true. Very true. All right, let me get me off my face. Yeah, we can watch you taking a swig of something. Oh no. That's right, Michael. The cool kids know the Guyver. That is true. If you don't know the Guyver, you're not cool. It's facts.
Exactly.
That's facts. So you have this campaign up on Indiegogo, Fun My Comic, and Kickstarter. So for tonight's purposes, we want to get that funded on Kickstarter. So we're going to be plopping the link to Kickstarter all night. So if you guys are in here and you can drop links, drop the Kickstarter link. So I'm going to go to the Twitters at the moment, if they'll let me, and drop that in there too, because we're also streaming to there too. So give me a second, because, yeah. Where's my face? There's my face. It's technology. You know, one of these days, StreamYard, for the amount of money that we're paying for it, will let you paste it in there and then go over there. Oh, look at that. What is up, Kyle? How you doing? Oh, dude. Yeah. Yes, we did mention Guyver. What's up? If you guys do not know Kyle, Kyle is one of the most awesome indie promoters on the Twitters. Let's go, Kyle.
What's up, Kyle?
Yeah, so we were talking about Guyver based on this book right here, which is his book for Biofile Kolga. And in it, very much heavily influenced by some Guyver action, like the way that they have like the suits and stuff. Check this out. Right here. Are they still able to purchase this book?
Oh, yeah. In fact, we have a catch-up tier on the Apollyn's current campaign that has like a universe catch-up. So you can get volume 1 of Apollyon, which is like 180-something pages.
Yeah.
The first volume of Kolga is 100 pages. And you can get volume 2, which is of Apollyn, which is also 100 pages. So you're getting like, golly,
lots of reading material.
Lots of papers for like just $50.
Here, let me tell you, just in contrast, okay, look, this is the difference between the two books, but look at how thick both of them are. So this is a fun read. I had a lot of fun reading this. I love the lore in it. I can't wait to see what happens in issue 2. This book right here is super solid black and white, and I love what you're doing with it. I've seen some of the interior pages that you've done for the one that's on right now. Completely amped up some of your artwork, which I am very happy to see. You amped up some of your panel work as well, and it just looks absolutely fantastic in this black and white. It just looks absolutely phenomenal. So
I appreciate it so much.
Very, very happy to see this here.
So Comic Journey, you asked what are my feelings towards Kickstarter and Indiegogo. So the first campaign, really the first 2 campaigns we did, we used Indiegogo, and that's the only thing we had used. And it was easy. It worked well. You know, this time we wanted to try, we're doing it on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and Fund My Comic, because we just wanted to see how it would go, for one thing. And then we also know that there are people that they only buy comics off of Kickstarter. You got people that if it's not on Fund My Comic, that they're not even going to know about it. So we figured, why not try hitting all 3 of those? I'll be honest, all of it has been easy to work with. You know, Kickstarter has a wide audience that's built in that are looking for comics there, so that's good. The other side of it, it's all or nothing. So you have to hit your goal or you get nothing. Which I'm confident we're going to hit our goal because it's worth getting. But I would say that the thing about Fund My Comic, even though we're not, you know, it's new to us. The creator of that platform is super used. Like, he wants to help. Like, Fund My Comic.
Here, I'll drop the link. Okay, so this is the link right now to the Fund My Comic page, just in case you've never been here before, Crooked Painter. This is the link to the campaign page there. So what happens is the difference between each campaign page. Fund My Comic, Indiegogo, you basically check out. And then when you're done checking out, you get charged immediately. Then Kickstarter gets, you get charged the moment it funds the campaign is ended. So that's the kind of the difference. Also, are you going to be doing your storefront on Fund My Comic after that campaign ends?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
So it gets to kind of live there for a while too. So it's and it's Fund My Comic seems to like they really want to be available to creators. They really want to work with you and help you hit a goal. Yeah. And like provide a good thanks, Mike. Yeah, it's I've been happy. I haven't had a problem with any of them, honestly. Like I haven't run into anything with any of these platforms that were like a deal breaker for me. Yeah. But like we'll see kind of how it all shakes out by the end of the campaign. You know, we set our goal at 500 for each of those because I mean that's attainable, and if we, you know, but like we also are hoping to expand, go beyond that, have some stretch goals, and bring y'all some more cool stuff.
No, I hope
to once we hit those goals, we want to reward the people that helped us get there. So we're hoping when you get your book, you get a bundle with lots of cool stuff in it.
Because you have just over a month left on each one of the sites. because it's going to end roughly around January 30th for all the campaigns, except for Comic Comic will be left up as a storefront when you're done. But I think all 3 campaigns are about halfway.
Yeah, pretty close to halfway. So,
congrats. Let's go. Let's get you funded on all 3 of these suckers.
100%.
The one thing I do really enjoy about Follow My Comic is the guy that runs that page, especially on like the Twitter, whoever the social media sites, is always retweeting, always connecting with any of the posts that I tag him in. He's very, very super nice. I like that guy a lot. He's really cool.
He's very receptive, and they also have a fairly active Discord group too.
Oh, nice! I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to join that. You post about Koga book on Blue Sky. Oh, nice! Get the weebs interested. Send them our way. Let's go.
Their money spends too.
Listen, we're all weebs here. Listen, we're all nerds. We're all weebs. Whatever you want to call us. We're all here hoarding shit in our house. Look at. I got so much crap. I have even more crap over there in the middle of rearranging my room. So my bed is a mess. You don't even want to know what's happening over there.
We're essentially human raccoons.
That's right. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Right. But yeah, no, this is very fun. I'm very excited to see too the experiment you got going on about which campaign's going to hit first, because that's fun to see, like that kind of like as they're going up live, like who's backing what, who's backing where, because I know there are some die-hard fans of each individual place that they will not go elsewhere to go and purchase books. So
that was really the thinking behind it, is like we want to try to catch as many people as possible, not just in like that selfish sense of like we want to get funded, but like we want more people to be able to enjoy the book. Like I wouldn't create it. I wouldn't spend that much time working on something to have nobody be allowed to enjoy it. So
not just because we eat trash, because we're all fluffy and adorable. That's why. We're here, figure. But we're here right now because we're talking about your new book for volume 2. So let me post this right now, because this is a link for Kickstarter. This is the one that we're trying to get funded first. So I'm going to plop this down here. So that's the link right there. That's the page we're going to be going to in a hot second. So let me find my butt tones, because StreamYard moved a ton of stuff around today, and it's been a hot minute since I've done this. So give me a second. Oh, shit, I opened way too many things. There we go. Dang. We are on fire today. Let me tell you, I have like 4,000 links open. It's great.
We're that meme of the little dog in the house that's on fire saying, it's fine. I'm fine.
Everything's fine. Here, I'm going to refresh
It's all fine.
A hot minute. Oh, look at that. You got a pledge since we've been doing it. Let's go. Let's get you funded on this. So, as you can see, yeah, 40 days to go. You're going to be crushing this goal big time. That's going to be crushed,
Oh, yeah.
I think by the end of the weekend, that is going to be hit. One day that you're going to hit this goal.
Yeah, I'm confident on that.
Yeah.
And we've been getting activity on all 3. So, like, I feel good about this campaign. I really do.
Figure, thank you. Yes, if you guys are just joining us, I did chop literally 7 some inches off of my hair recently, so now you can see my most bitchin' shirts. And if you are wondering, this is Nathan Price's Night of the Chihuahuas right here. Go check out this dope shirt. It's amazing. That's right. Well, okay. Last few months since Halloween, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of campaigns got hit because of some bullshit that has been happening, plus holiday time. It's not a great time for really anybody at this point, even if you're doing a campaign. It's just holiday time. It's just like people just, it's really depressing for some people just to be around holidays, especially when you lose a lot of family and you don't have nowhere to go. But I mean, I see people getting funks all the time because of this kind of stuff. So it does grow back. I'm not worried about it. It's okay. Listen, now I can go like this. Wapow. Wapow. You know, it's fine.
You might regret that in the morning with the
Listen, no regrets here for that, because I was waking up. It was so heavy. I couldn't even move my head half the time. So now it's light and free. I can move.
You had to do the Michael Keaton Batman turn.
Oh, yeah. I was doing that before. Just a whole like, that's right. That's right. Rapunzel hair genetics for the win. Listen, it'll probably be down back here next week. It's fine. It goes way too fast. So here we go. Here's your trailer. Okay. Let's play your trailer. But I gotta go like that. I gotta go like that. I gotta go like this. All right. First of all, am I on the bit? Wait, hold on. I haven't done this in so long. I'm not even on the right thing. There we go. There's a tiny. That's us tiny that big now. This is great. I know. This is total spaz fest. I know. Don't worry. All right. Now we're gonna play my favorite game. Second. Let me know. Josh, let me know if you can hear me.
I hear you now.
Perfect. I don't know. This damn thing. Oh, all right. Let's watch your trailer. Ooh. Interesting. I like what I saw there. It was pretty cool. Let me plug back in and then I know. Gotta give it a hot second. This thing just does not like me. Let me tell you. All right, let's see. You're only here for the carry hair flipping. Well, guess what? Flip it even more now. So you're welcome, Michael. All right, let's get into your book here. So please explain what this is all about. Let's go for that.
All right, so Apollyon 20XX, the Godfather universe as a whole is an enormous timeline. We have a timeline that spans millions of years. So we have 3 separate eras that we are telling stories in. Apollyon is the first thing on our timeline. So Apollyon 20XX is set. Yep, there's our timeline. It's on the inside cover of all our books. Apollyon 20XX is set very near future for us. Like it's the year 20 something, right? And it will tell the story that leads to the end of the world we know. And when this book finishes, which should be volume 5 is the plan. It will either have it'll either be 4 or 5. We hadn't decided whether we're going to split the finale into 2 or not. But when this book finishes, it will have ended our world like we know it and set up the world that 1,000 years later is the world Kolga's living in. And so we've set it up to where everyone can read any of the things we put out and enjoy them by themselves. They're self-contained, but there's this connective tissue and deep lore behind everything if you want to dig into it. So, we kind of wanted to start with Apollyon because it sets everything up. But you can certainly jump in at Kolga and enjoy that on its own without having ever read Apollyon and vice versa. My elevator pitch for Apollyon with people when I only got a minute to talk to them is like tonally, it's Akira meets Claremont era X-Men. Okay. It's, the tone of it lines up with, that kind of dystopian, dark, gritty Akira look. And it's about young people who are very powerful, but they are the results of experimentation by very evil people. And these these powerful young people are caught up in something way bigger than they are. And they're just trying to survive it. And, we tell the story of these very powerful order of elites behind the world, and they're evil. They long ago found this, for essentially an alien metal that in our world is called imperimetal, that they realized you can use this to influence the minds of other people and to affect their will. And so they've been experimenting on it with it for centuries and trying to bond it with human beings and see what kind of abilities they can bring out of it. Because ultimately their goal is to create their own god. And through that god, they would be able to control the population. Yeah, I'm real subtle on that page. right, my favorite thing. All right, stay on that page for a minute. My favorite thing about that page is there's an Easter egg to that page, and I've only had 2 people that have noticed it.
All right, let me look. Let's see. Got somebody in the middle there, a couple other people there. There's some faces. There's a lot of things happening on this page, and I'm distracted by the Minotaur titties.
Yeah, she's stacked.
She is very stacked, let me tell you. Yeah, there's a lot happening.
So I thought it would be hilarious to let the lighting in the background be a Mickey Mouse Disney head.
Oh my God. Okay. There you go.
Good old corporate America. No, but the idea is that they had experimented on different people, bonding them with this metal, and ultimately they were able to create, in a man named Zero, they were able to create somebody that could bond with the machine that they've created and the AI that runs it to become a god. So the goal is they want to create and control the population. They've been putting trace amounts of that impair metal in people's drink and their food and in our medicines and things, so that it's in all of us, and they can broadcast a plan, broadcast their ideas, and it'll go into your head, and you just think it's your idea.
Yes,
so
that's what I said. Yes, Minotaur titties. Did you miss the Minotaur titties? I will go back and re-show it to you if you missed it, because that is a striking image. Let me tell you. Here you go.
Well, and the whole idea behind that design was to play with, the ancient idols to Moloch, but also with the old fertility goddesses, that you see in ancient cultures.
That. Yeah,
so it's kind of a combination of those two, both ancient, idolatry type symbology.
Oh, it's just really cool. I remember just being mind blown when I read Biofile, because I really loved the art and I loved where it was going with the story. But I love that all the worlds connect, and it's really cool when you look at the timeline of like what's coming out when, because we've also talked about Blitzbeast a bit, and I like to see where that is on the timeline, because that's going to be coming up before all the Biofile Kolga stuff. Interesting.
Yeah, and we'll definitely be talking about the Blitzbeast. So yeah, that's our character. He has like electricity powers. One of our characters has arms made out of impair metal that he can make into any shape that he wants. We have a young girl named Maria who is on the cover of Volume 2. Maria, it kind of exudes these pheromones that can affect the attitudes of the people around. She can drive them into violence. She can stir them up. She can calm them down. And so so all of our characters, they have some kind of augmentation that gives them a ability. So they're kind of like the mutants of our world, so to speak.
Yeah. No, the art style is just really cool. You get like this really cool bits of like these human like faces, and like you get really, really into some cool expressions. Then you have like these gnarly bits where like there's just like this skullified, like Guyver looking things. It gets really biomechy. Oh, I love it. So cool.
Really I love cyberpunk. I love I love anime, I love manga. So I mean all of those things come into play with the book. I think when you read Volume 2, Volume 2 is set in something of a futuristic city. So there's a little bit of Blade Runner in Volume 2.
Nice. Let's see. What are you saying here, Michael? Great looking panels. You love that chick in the side profile. Yeah, dude, you do some really cool things with like the ladies. Let me see if I can get zoomed in on here real quick. But I love like this like anime inspired, but you're still keeping it kind of like comic-y as well.
It's kind of trying to trying to balance that. And like I tend to I'm more concerned with when I draw my characters. I really want people to feel their emotion when any scene. I can't stand a boring static face in a comic.
Yeah.
So like I get more exaggerated than realism at times, but I I want it to suit the story. I want it to be more about the vibe and the feel and the emotion than to sit back and say, oh, it's, you know, it's perfectly drafted, you know.
No, I love that. And what I really like too is the use of the heavy blacks in the background, because you do some really cool, let me see if I can get in on this, really cool artistic takes on like those white pops, almost like you're doing like a white charcoal piece.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really enjoy like the effects. You can't really see in here because it's just kind of muddled up right now on my screen. But the stuff that you have going on, like in this chain work and in these faces and like this like haziness, is so super satisfying. I really enjoy it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I worked really hard. Yeah, I worked really hard on Apollyon. Very proud of it. I will say that I feel like Apollyon Volume 2 is an even stronger book visually. But you know, it's been a great journey. Like I've just enjoyed it. My favorite thing about Apollyon, you know, and I love Kolga, but my favorite thing about Apollyon is it's headed in such an apocalyptic direction that we as creators, as storytellers, we know where it's headed. When you guys see Volume 4 and Volume 5 of Apollyon, you're going to look at it and wonder, how in the world did we get here from where we started? Because like each volume is going to open it up more and more and more until it's global by the end.
Yeah. And look at the emotions that I say you have like in your characters. There's a lot of like tears and stuff happening a lot in the books, and like people just getting experimented on. It's just all kinds of stuff be happening here.
Yeah, I mean, these kids have been through awful things. Like they've been through stuff that nobody should ever have to go through.
No.
And one of the aspects of being awakened the way they were by the character Zero, Zero's powers are, you know, are mental related. Like he works in people's minds. And so through Zero, they're all able to communicate, even though they don't necessarily speak the same language and things. They're able to be connected and communicate through him. But there's a sort of the drawback to that is that there's this sort of a feedback loop where all of their trauma and their memories and things are constantly coming back, like post-traumatic stress disorder stuff. That's a side effect of his abilities to connect them. So like they're connected, but it's also making them relive their trauma. Like these memories are constantly being forced in front of them. And, you know, it's like they need him, but at the same time, he brings out a lot of stuff that's not pleasant for them too. So like we had a lot of fun exploring the characters. We go even deeper into that in Volume 2 of just, you know, some of the things that they've been through and the mark that it left on them as people.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the Kickstarter campaign page because we are pushing the Kickstarter tonight, even though you are on Fumic Comic and Indiegogo as well. So the links to those are down below, but we're really heavily pushing Kickstarter, so we want that funded first because that is all or nothing. The other ones can stay up past all that stuff. Also, Squirrel Wars here has a very important question for you. You can answer this as we're going, and then I will put this on here. What is your favorite nut, and why is it the cashew? And what is up, Marcus? How are you doing?
Well, it definitely is a cashew because they're just buttery. They have a certain buttery flavor to them. They're
delicious.
They're delicious, and they're they're the comfort food of the nut family.
And I'm gonna shout out Marcus real quick because if you don't know Lorenzo and Marcus, they have a indie comic review page, and if you ever want to be featured on there, reach out to them. I will link you to them.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's right. And Free Surf Picks has a very good question for you. What type of guitar is hanging on your wall? A guitar. Oh wait, you did a thing and then you got muted. You hit a thingy. Nope, you're muted still. Dang it, guitar. What did you do?
All right.
Wait. There you go.
I accidentally unplugged my audio. So
that's okay.
An Epiphone Thunderbird bass, and then somewhere on this other wall, I don't know if I can let y'all see it or not.
Nope, there you go.
Telecaster up there. 70s.
Nice. Very nice. Oh, what's up, guys? Yes, howdy ho, neighbors. That's right. It is the holiday time of all things. And we're going to get back here to your Kickstarter campaign page because, dude, seriously, I love the world that you and Dan have built and created in this because I really, really, really enjoyed Biofile Kolga. Now I wish I would have read the Apollyon first before I went into the Biofile because I like the timeline situation that you have going. And you plotted this out, dude. You have like years in advance of like plotting out
Well, we
stuff that is
worked on
coming
this
in
thing.
here.
We worked on this, building the lore, building the timeline. We probably
Yeah.
worked on that for at least 10 years before we started
Dang.
Apollyon.
Okay.
Like
Wow.
we spent a lot of time developing the world, figuring out like like everything on that timeline
Mhm.
and like all those spin-offs, all of the thing, everything on that timeline, if it's not written, it is at least fully outlined. Like we know every volume of each of those things, what the story is, what happens in it, how it ends. Like we everything on that timeline is fully planned out.
Awesome. No,
I haven't
I'm very
drawn
excited
any
about
of all of it, but we have fully like formed all of it.
And this is one of the covers here you have for volume 2. So once again, this is volume 1 of Apollyon, and then this is Biofile Kolga. They come in 2 different formats, but you can get all of these on as a catch-up tier on your campaign page here.
Yep, we have a catch-up tier that's like both volumes of Apollyon, along with the Ashcan introduction for Apollyon. Then we have the universe catch-up that includes Kolga.
Okay. Let me see if I can really zoom in on this, because this is what I was talking about. You do like this really cool, just like black and white art style here that it gets lost in translation on here. But when you're actually looking at the art piece, it is phenomenal how much detail and stuff you have on this thing. It's so cool.
I appreciate it. Yeah, there's a little bit of like, I love those big splash pages in Berserk.
Yeah.
That are just filled with texture and detail, and I love it. Any opportunity to do that. I don't like every page isn't a splash page, but because that'd be overwhelming. But like I do love my moments when I can do something really cool like this.
Oh, it's super neat. And I really, really enjoy that. And this is what I was saying before too. Here, let me open this. It's like the panel work. I love how your panel work and your page work has like kind of enhanced since the first issue. Yeah, I love that you're using the grays and the blacks. It's so much fun.
Well, it's been a learning process. You know, it's something that I hope 10 years from now I'm gonna be like even better and better and better. Like, it's the goal. So we've introduced a villain in volume 2 that's very interesting, named Switchblade. Ooh. And Switchblade is sort of a shape-shifting character. So she can take on the persona of different characters, and she is trying to get to zero. Like she's working her way to zero by impersonating these other characters and taking them out one at a time. And so we play, like, there's a lot of body horror, and there's a lot of John Carpenter's The Thing, in the sense of like the paranoia and the who can I trust? Is this really the person that I think it is? You know, we played a lot with that and had a ball. That's like one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. So, you know, we have a lot of that influence, the tone of like, I don't know who I'm talking to. Is this really who and the whole sense of mystery. It's a really fun volume. We put our characters through it like this. We split them up a lot. This is very much an Empire Strikes Back kind of darker chapter, like where they're not necessarily like they're outmatched in this volume.
Oh, dude!
Like they're out of their depth in this volume, and they're really get put through the ringer in this one. So like I hope y'all will. Everyone who reads it, I hope you'll really enjoy it. It's a very exciting volume.
It is fun, and I love to see the way that your character faces have progressed as well since the first volume. Like you're getting way more honed into your own style. But I love this like bio-mechy, just you don't know what's happening, but it's spreading across the page thing. Oh, it gives you like the chills when you're looking at it. It's great. It's really cool. Yeah, you're doing some phenomenal stuff here. Oh, dude, look at the spine thing happening.
Yeah, he's lighting up. He's about to bust.
Oh, that is neat. That's awesome. But yeah, the shadowy, the light play that you do with the blacks and the whites, dude, it's so good. It makes me want to draw. I got really big into doing like metallic Sharpie with like black and white charcoal on it. It makes me want to do something. You're getting me like, I want to do a thing.
So like a lot of like pages like this, I'll start with, I'll just have a black page and then just do the white. It's a lot like the old scratch paper that you used to scratch away. It's
I love
kind of
those.
that sort of technique. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, it's so cool. It really is cool. You're doing some way cool stuff. So this right here, I'll open this one more time. This is volume 1. This is the one I have in my hand right now. Right here, you can see you can see like the different characters and stuff. But yeah, you definitely see the way that your art has progressed since this volume 2 today, which is still similar, but it's slightly more just like tailored and like that's just like super cool. And this, dude, I'm getting so many like Frieza meets RoboCop, but also like.
Well, that's one of my favorite pages. That's Dan's favorite page from the book. Yeah, that's the writer's favorite page.
Oh, that's so good. That's awesome. I love this. But yeah, look at that. Oh, dude, seriously, the way that you do the lights and the shadows, there's just something so satisfying about those.
I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah. I like it a lot. It's very cool. So yeah, if anybody just joining us, we are looking at the Kickstarter campaign page for Apollyon. This is for volume 2, by the way. But yeah, look, just look at they're doing all this like horrific thing to all these people on these pages. That's the way. Yeah, like he's just like, oh no. Look at these guys. Look how creepy that is. That guy's trying to cover his face. You can't see it. Look at those weird doctor guys. It's terrible. It's harsh, bro. And then you got the team here. I love this dog thing. It's cool.
Oh, Lucky's my boy. I love drawing him.
Oh, he's so much fun.
Yeah, I love Lucky.
Yeah, they're ready to kick some ass. They're like, we've had enough. We can't take it anymore. Let's go. And then this here is an add-on. What's this all about?
All right,
the incarnations.
So we have the incarnations and the lamentations are sort of a mixture of a photography art project with a friend of ours named Colin, who's this incredible, very creative photographer. And then it's like this it's almost 400 pages worth of material, honestly. Like it's a lot of material. And it's a lot of it is this esoteric in-world writings. Some of it feels almost like scripture. Some of it feels like you're catching bits and pieces of an email kind of thing. Like there's a lot of wild stuff in these lamentations that help flesh out the tone of our world. And like those things are available, just as like you said, as a very cheap add-on, and you're getting so much more stuff.
It's so creepy looking. I like it.
And yes, Michael, there's a catch-up tier that gives you volume 1, volume 2, and our introduction ash can. And I think it's like, and don't quote the limit.
Don't worry, we'll be going through all of the tiers too.
We'll go through the tier. But yes, there's a catch-up tier for the Apollyon, and then there's a universe catch-up tier that also includes Kolga.
Yes, and this one is just okay. I fell in love with the artwork from Biofile Kolga first. So then I got into the Apollyon, but the artwork for just Kolga is just so insane. I love it. It's very just, if you guys don't know, here, let me see if I can put this back up here again. Where's me at? Where me? There's me. And what is up? How are you doing, John? What is happening? And yes, you should have waited. Listen, it's okay. Don't worry. We go over all the things here. That's what we do here. Okay. So don't worry. Just the artwork alone, dude, the coloring that you have. Are you also doing the coloring, or do you have a colorist that does it?
No, I do. I color.
You do all the coloring too?
Yeah, I pencil, I ink, I color, I letter, everything. Dude.
So this is Biofile Kolga. It's kind of more in the volume of like a manga size compared to this.
Yeah, we went with the manga digest side. It was cheaper to produce for us, and we wanted it to be able to sit alongside manga in a bookshop.
I like it. So. And dude, seriously, the coloring in here plus your artwork is just so insane. I love it. I literally fell in love with this when I saw your artwork, and it was just, it kept striking at me, and I was like, I need this in my life. But look at the oranges, the pinks. It's so good. Phil has a question. Is it perfect bound? Yes, That's what you're saying here. Nice. Yep. But yeah, it's really fun read, and I like it. And I like to see too, because all these worlds you said are like in different timelines, and they kind of cross and affect each other. But yeah, that's just so much fun. I love it.
And so like this, Kolga takes place about 1,000 years after Apollyon. So the events of Apollyon set up the world of Kolga, but by her time, that's ancient history that's almost lost. It's become mythology by that point.
Ooh.
And you know, the thing that, you know, by the time Apollyon ends, the thing that is known as God in the world of Kolga, you know, she doesn't know what it is, but she knows that it isn't really God. And anybody in our world that stands up against the powers that be that say, hey, this thing is God, and you know, whether it be the priest, whether it be these later by Kolga's time, it's, you know, these aristocratic families that are inbred with evil things trying to get power, they all claim to be speaking with the voice of God. If you stand against that, you're labeled a God foe, which is why we call it the God foe universe. It's about these characters throughout the millennia who are interacting with this thing that isn't God but claims to be, and you know, all of the horrors that are unleashed by that.
Yeah. And this is what I was trying to show off. I thank God you have that on here because it was so hard to show off this little card. But the art that is on here, just this image is so striking. It's just like what in the hell is that? And you want to read about it because it's so awesome. Yes, right? You love the colors? Dude, it's amazing. I love the artwork that's in here. I love the striking difference that you have between the black and white and then the different tiers as well. Is that something you're going to keep up in the other universes
for sure,
that you have in here?
For sure, because like I wanted Apollyon to have a very specific feel.
Okay.
You know, it's very gritty. It's dark. I want it to have that feel. It's stark. I wanted Kolga to be, because it's sort of it's a horror fantasy.
Yeah.
And you know, it's Solomon Kane. It's the Savage Sword of Conan kind of like vibe to some degree. And I wanted it to have just super saturated, in your face, heavy metal neon colors. Like I wanted it to jump off the page. And I had so much fun, like pushing the limits of that, getting it as day glow as possible.
Oh, you nailed that so well. You nailed it really well. Now I have a question. Is this a different trailer from the one that I played before, or is this from like the last time?
That video is a lore video that just kind of I'm not sure how long it is, but yeah, that video is one of our buddies, Hans. He has a good speaking voice, and he kind of breaks down some of the lore behind our world.
Well, let's watch it. Wait, hold on. Let me go like that again. Like it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's perfectly fine. Can you still hear me, Josh?
I can.
Perfect. Let's go. I know. This is technology. I know. It's fabulous. All right. Let's play this. Let's watch it.
Live from the Godful Universe.
Whoa.
This is Lore Master Hans. I have arguments, in-house, and the ways that the universe works. All that you need to do is like, subscribe, and follow.
That's right.
As well as find us on all our social media platforms. This way, you too can have all your questions answered. Welcome to Godful. What is this universe that we are diving into? Well, to start things off, we can say that the Godful universe is a solidified because you have to connect to this universe somewhere as to what the cause of various artistic meanings, including comics, novels, video games, music albums, short films, and all of this universe. And carry parts of that's the Godful universe. So, in this expansive universe, we need to understand exactly what the God is. This world This area details the balance of the channel itself, and you'll really see about two parts of family, kind of in not too distant future. That about wraps things up, and I just want to make sure before I head out that you guys like and subscribe. It's very helpful to do that. That you follow all the social media platforms because
Sweet. Wait, hold on. Let me plug this back in. You're not going to hear me. Hello. Hello.
You back.
Fuck. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And what's everybody saying? Okay. Thank you very much to Lore Master Hans. That was phenomenal. I have another question because in the back of Biofile, I saw that you had the game coming up. Ooh, any details on that?
It is probably 75 to 80% done. So the game, I know we're going to try to have it like available on Steam. I'm not sure. Dan's the one developing the game.
Nice.
It's fun. It's very much it's like a Metroidvania puzzle.
I saw that.
Bullet hell. It's fun. It's challenging, but it's fun. So we love when we do signings or when we're at cons. We have a laptop set up with a controller so that people can play like the demo of like the first few levels. And like we've had a lot of fun with that. But it's a prequel to the Biofile Kolga book, so it tells the story of what happens to her leading right up to page 1 of Biofile Kolga.
Ooh, nice. And again, the back of the Biofile Kolga. I think these are two of my favorite images that I've seen. They're just something just so striking about like the coloring with the heavy blacks and like the purples. It's just so neat. I really like this.
I appreciate it.
No, you guys are doing some very cool stuff. Let's see. It's a SNES puzzle bullet hell. Dude, yeah, no, I'm down for this. This is some of my favorite stuff. I love all this stuff.
Yeah, so like those of you who have read Kolga, you'll know there's a character named Stu that is a talking lantern, and it works better than you would think. But like Stu is like the main mechanic in the game. Like you turn him on or off, and depending on if you've got Stu on, it changes the map. So like there are different villains that appear, different things that doors and things that move based on whether you've got Stu active or not.
That's awesome. I love that. Dude, Stu was one of my favorite characters when I was reading this. Here he goes.
There you go. There's Stu.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
He's so much fun. I love it. And that's just some of the other characters, because you kind of like this weird, you don't know really what time setting they're in, but you kind of do, but they like love this like old school style stuff. So it's very fun to see all that happening. And then here, let me drop the link one more time, because we're really pushing the Kickstarter link. We're trying to get that funded. I have a feeling you're going to get funded by probably Monday. You guys are doing some really good stuff, because you are on the other two sites, Indiegogo and Fund My Comic. If you want the links to those are in the description down below. Also, I would really like to heavily push your YouTube as well. So hold on, let me link that as well.
Yeah, we've been having some really cool interviews with different people.
Yes, I know. I was hanging in there with Dan last night.
Yeah, he had a great talk with Doug Ernst yesterday. Yes. It was so great. Yeah, we're trying to give people as much content as we possibly can provide to people. We work very hard to put stuff out that we can feel proud of. And like one of our biggest, things that we try to push ourselves for, and it's a hill we will die on, is we want to fulfill things on time. Like when this campaign ends, like within 2 weeks, you'll have your book. Barring some unfortunate something happened, the world ends. Like you're gonna get your book within a couple weeks. Like
unless you're in Canada right now, because that's a hot mess. But
we don't ask for your money until it's done. Like by the time this campaign ends, that book will be sent off to print that next day. Like
nice.
As soon as the funds come in, it goes to print, and it goes to you as soon as it comes into us. Like
love it.
You're not going to be waiting around forever for this thing that you backed 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. And we're also we're pushing ourselves to release on a timeline. So we released volume 1 last January. Volume 2 is going to be finishing up this January. It's coming. We put out Kolga in the fall. We're going to have Kolga Volume 2 in the fall of 2025.
Very cool. Love it.
And we're adding more things to that, one of which is a character called the Blitz Beast, which
That's
is
right. Here. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Let me stop this screen here. Let me add that one thing that we talked about earlier. So that screen. Oh shit, which one is it?
Man, look how tough Maria is.
There we go. There we go. Boom. This looks dope.
Yeah, okay. So, this is the Blitz Beast. He is a character that he showed up on I don't know if you noticed, but he showed up on an old version of the timeline that was in that lore video.
Yeah, I saw that.
He is the closest thing to a full-blown superhero that we've created. He definitely fits within the tone of our world, but he's closer to a superhero than anything we've done. He will appear. His first appearance is going to be in Volume 2 of Apollyn 20XX. He has his debut, and he's awesome when he shows up. But he is going to. The plan is to have his story continue in a spinoff that will be our first actual issue by issue series of floppies. Like everything we've done up to this point has been these massive graphic novels, but Blitz Beast is going to release as individual issues, and we've got. Cool. I think we've planned out 6 issues or so right now, but we're aiming for 10 with him. He's sort of a generational hero. So the mantle of the Blitz Beast goes all the way back to World War II. He's in a lot of ways, you could say he's almost a radical fanatic about this idea of taking the order down. And he and his father and his father's father have been fighting the order for decades. And he's, he comes into this a lot of things are awakened by Zero in Apollyon. So when, it catches the attention of the Blitz Beast and he becomes a part of that story, an important part of that story as well. I think people are going to love this character. He's really cool. So you'll get your first taste of him in Apollyn 20XX and know that there will be more coming within the year. There will be more Blitz Beasts coming.
Dude, that bluish with the hot pink just super pops. I love that. It's awesome.
So he has, Imperimetal that he's inherited in, he's made a new suit from the old suit that his father had, and he's able to create these plasma constructs that he can use as shields and weapons and all kinds of things. He's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Awesome. He's very fun to draw.
Can I make this larger? Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, here we go. Zoom in a little bit. Dude, the stuff that you got going on, just in this shieldy, pinky highlighted thing, it's just so cool.
Yeah, he's fun. And I love his helmet. He's got when it's closed, it looks like a lion. And then when it opens,
yeah, I can kind of see that.
So sometimes the forehead comes down and the jaw closes and he looks like a lion. And then sometimes it opens up and you have more these Voltron eyes and you see the teeth.
Yeah.
Nice. His helmet's very dynamic and fun.
Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot. Very neat. That's very cool. I can't wait to see what you guys will be doing with that, because you got some fun stuff happening.
Well, he's been in our back pocket for a while, but we couldn't introduce him until the time was right.
Yeah.
But the time is right. So he's entering the world and he's awesome.
Nice. All right, let me close this. Let me go back to the campaign page because I want to go over all your tiers right now.
Yeah.
9,000 things open. Let me see. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let me refresh this one more time. Now, if you guys are just wondering, pretty much all the campaigns on all 3 sites are going to end about January 30th. So you got about 40 days to go on all of them. Mm-hmm. Really try to push this one because this one needs to fund because it's all or nothing when you get that funded. So if you guys are backing back on Kickstarter, unless you want to back, I know there's a lot of people that do the Indiegogo or Fund My Comic because everyone's has their own favorite sites. That's cool. But yeah, you're going to be crushing this goal very soon. So I'm not worried about that in the slightest bit. So if you come down here, if you just want to make a pledge without a reward, boom, $1, whatever, throw it in there. Yep. Now, if you want a digital version, which is very cool here, you got $10. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to make it all smaller again because there we go. It changed up the way that they do Kickstarter now. So I got to zoom out to get this all in here. So $15 because how many pages is Apollyon 20XX for volume 2?
Volume 2 is 100 pages for $15.
So as you can see here, volume 1 was pretty thick beast. So you're getting a lot of reading material here for this. For $15, boom, that's a pretty good deal. Especially if you are in other countries, get you some stuff. And then for $20, you get the digital catch-up tier. So what am I missing here? Because what do I not have? Okay, you got the ash can. And then what's this one here? Is that the ash can?
That's the ash can, and then it'll also have volume 2, which you.
Oh, nice. Okay, very cool. So for $20, you get a ton of reading material. These are like hefty books too. They're not even like thin. Even the Biofile, even though it's in like the manga format, you still get a chunky amount of reading in there.
Yeah. Kolga's 100 pages as well.
Yeah, it's good times. Then let's see if you want the catch-up bundle, which has the ash can, volume 1 and volume 2 of Apollyon here. $35. That's pretty awesome. I'm just gonna click this for a second. So you get $10 for shipping. Oh, you're only shipping into the United States right now. For this one. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, we just
shipping to the United States.
Yeah,
$35.
it's just too expensive.
Well, that's why you got to get all the digital tiers right now if you just want some reading material. So I mean, hey, because Kirby and like a couple other pages right here, boom, way outside of the United States. So I know a lot of people that are outside the United States that come in here. Let's see, 400 pages, and it also comes with Kolga too. Okay, that's a lot of reading material right there. It's a lot of good stuff right there.
We really are trying to give people as much bang for their buck as possible.
Yeah. Let's see, and if you want the physical copies of all this stuff for $50, you're going to get all 4 of, you get the ash can, the 2 Apollyons, plus the Biofile Kolga for $50. That's actually for a hefty amount of material. $10 shipping, that's actually pretty dope. So get you some of that action right there. And let's see what else is here. Oh, so that's all your tiers. So yeah, if you guys want physical tier, you guys want the catch-up bundle right there. And then if you guys want the digital stuff, you guys got a lot of stuff that you guys can read and get in here. But yeah, if you want some stuff here, the $10 bundle, you just want the physical copy, $15, which is actually pretty dope. You get a ton of reading material for that price. This is a really good deal. It's awesome art too. Like, come on, this is sick stuff.
No, you guys are so much. Yeah, we try to operate in that vein of like, people, if you trust us, we're going to try to earn that trust. Like if you give us money, you're going to get your money's worth from us.
Yeah.
And you're going to get finished work. You're not, and we try to be very transparent. We let people see, full pages of what we've done. We let people, we don't want people to go in blind with like a handful of black and white photos to just we want you to see what you're getting. When, we're very honest and try to be as transparent as we can possibly be with all of our campaigns.
That's really neat. No, I think people, if they see this, they're very interested and they like a few things that I know that they do. They will really enjoy the storyline because I really enjoyed it too. It's fun, and then this is interesting too. This is what you were talking about with the photo stuff. And then this is add-ons.
Yeah, I think those are an add-on.
Wait, hold on. Let me go here. Let me go look because I don't see it over there. Oh yeah. So for $2, you get PDF copies of, what does it say? The invocations, incantations, and incarnations. So this is all like the weird.
Yep, it's really interesting stuff, and it's I don't know, I'm not sure how many pages it is, but it's a lot of really cool material. If you're into that in-world, just the weird stuff, you'll love that.
So let's see. You also have, if you just want the ash can by itself, if you already have everything else for $2, you can get a physical copy of the ash can and a digital PDF copy. That's awesome. So you got some really cool stuff in the add-ons, and that one is neat. I love the photo manipulation on that one as well.
There's some really cool photography. Like if you love photography, there's some really cool stuff. Colin is an incredible artist in his own right. He's also done a couple of short films for us.
Ooh, neat.
That are available on our website.
Dude, Dan, don't worry. You and Josh are welcome back here anytime. You know I love hanging with you dudes. Yeah, come back anytime. We will definitely have you on. We'll have a whole Godful universe one time. Maybe when I get all the rest of the stuff coming back in, we'll have you on and go over all the other stuff that you got going on. But
awesome.
So sick. I'm very excited about this. And it's over 100 pages. Oh, cool. That's a lot of stuff for $2 add-on. You serious? That's awesome.
Yep. We try to give
Crushing
We
it.
try to actually back it up when we say we're bold.
Dude, I love all this. It reminds me of like the weirdo art galleries that you go to, and you're just kind of like getting mesmerized by the stuff that's in front of you. It's neat and creepy at the same time.
He's got a lot of David Lynch in him.
Oh, okay, I can see that. Yeah. So here's more of the Apollyon universe stuff happening here. But dude, your art is just so sick. I really love the black and white work, but I also love your colorized work. I can't tell which one I like more, but I'm very intrigued by both of them.
Well,
And
I will say
more.
the Blitz Beast, his when we get to his spinoff, hopefully next year, his individual issues are going to be color.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's got to be colored if you're going to be doing
he's going to be
kinds
colored.
of sexy time stuff. Yeah.
And it's also like we're going to split his book up to where part of the book is in his like current day in the day of 20XX, and then we'll split the book between that and the original Blitz Beast way back in Nazi Germany.
Ooh,
so you'll get
I like that.
Like two parallel stories throughout each issue, and some of the old the flashback stuff will feel a lot more like a Hellboy kind of vibe. So it's going to be so much fun. We're really excited about Blitz Beast. He's so cool.
No, I can't wait for that. It's exciting. And this is another one of the things that I truly like about your artwork is you have these giant, massive eyes that are super stylized, because I love doing that with my own work when I do that. But I love how you have like the shading in there, so it makes the eyes pop even more. I'm such a super huge fan of that. I really enjoy that. Really good. And then this, I love this page. This page is awesome. It's just super dope. Come on, I love that. It's so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's go. And then here we have the volume 1 cover, which you can get in the catch-up tiers, by the way, right here. So get you some of that action, because that's really cool. You guys have really good stories.
And I want to say too, I guess this is a letting a cat out the bag kind of thing, but like that cover we're very short on how many of those we have. We have enough for this campaign for sure.
Oh.
But once we sell out of those, we're going to do a second printing. Second printing is going to be a different cover.
Second chance campaign is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be a completely different cover for that volume when we reprint.
Yeah, nice. Eyes are like elf quest. Yes, they are very much elf questy, but I like that you have like those rich dark shadows that really make the eyes pop. I really like that. So cool. Let's see, but this is dope. I love seeing your black and white work. It's just so super cool. It's really cool. This spine thing, dude, that's dope. That's super cool. But man, look at this. Look, splatteries, the grays, all this stuff is amazing. I really enjoy all of this. I can't wait for volume 2. Volume 2 looks like it's getting even gnarlier than the first one.
It is. It's intense. I mean, I wouldn't say like don't be scared of it. Like it's not like horrifying dark or anything, but it definitely are. Those characters are going to go through a lot in volume 2.
Okay.
They're going to be tested.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see what's going to be happening. And then here's the cover for volume 2 here. Dude, she looks like she's been through some stuff and cannot take it no more. She's ready to just lay the smack it down on whatever is happening. So yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be very exciting. So yeah, go check us out. Let's get the Kickstarter stuff happening. Let's get that funded, and then all the other ones will be pushed this galore, because I know I will be. Let's see, dude. Right? I know, that's what I was saying. I love the light art and the dark paper. It looks really awesome. So yeah, Phil, check that out. And then I will drop the link one more time. This is where, that's your YouTube. So guys, go follow them on the YouTube. And then right here, this is the campaign for Kickstarter that we're trying to get funded. So go kick this. Go check this all out right here. Boom. Let's see.
And another thing I'll say that we promised a while back, and we're finally kind of been able to start delivering on is we've said from the beginning that we've created this big timeline with these specific eras, and we're treating them like sandboxes, and we want other people to play in those sandboxes. Like we said from the beginning that we eventually want to have a pathway for people to have their fan fiction, as long as it meets our criteria, have their fan fiction become canonized in our world.
Yeah.
And we met a guy named Brody at a horror con that we were selling Kolga at. And he really responded to Apollyon and Kolga, but especially Apollyon. And like he picked it up and he just immediately locked in with it. And we've got him writing, like he's written a really cool short story. It's really more like a novella that he's written that's in our world. And we've had a couple of notes for how to get it to fit perfectly. But like we're gonna have his stuff like available on our site. Like we're letting people join us in this world, as you know, within the parameters of the world itself.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah, so like it's not just we want people to have a lot of fun with it.
Let's see.
Yeah, that same guy Brody, he's writing those incantations that are a part of that are an add-on.
I love okay. That's some of my favorite things. Like there's been a lot of creators that I have had on, and they'll pop in on the chat. Like, and then I love seeing when they collaborate with somebody else that's been on the show before. To me, that is everything I can possibly imagine for this show. Like I know like my friends will interact and they'll go follow you guys, they'll back campaigns. But when I see people actually collaborate with each other because they met like within this little circle thing that we have going on here, that to me is just absolutely phenomenal to me. So I love that. Oh, dude, I'm going to be grabbing that for $2. You better going to be grabbing that for $2. That's amazing. Yes, he'll be paid for it. Well worth it, Brody. Well worth it. No, this is so much fun. If you guys have any other questions, plop them in chat. I'm going to show off. Let's see what else in here. Oh, this one piece here. Let me show that off. Let me see if I can stop that real quick. It's hard to tell what I've got going on here. So hold on a second. Let me close this guy. Let me see if I can find this. Oh my gosh, I have way many things. This guy? There we go. There we go. I found it. Look at there's more of
there's the Blitz Beast.
Yeah, I see the lion there. That looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the throwback to the great grandfather, you got the Nazi SS symbol up there that's marked out.
Oh, dang. Yeah. Oh, Phil's coming with a hot take on a question for you guys. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No for me, yes for my wife. She loves it. I hate it.
Okay. If she ever comes to Michigan, you guys ever come to Michigan, go to Buddy's. Get her the pineapple, pepperoni, and ham pizza at Buddy's. It is the greatest pineapple pizza you will ever have of all time.
Sure,
and it's Detroit
she wouldn't have to fight
style.
Me for a single bite of it.
I
just don't like pineapple at all. I'm very.
You're not a pineapple person. It's okay. Some people don't like the pineapple. It's all right. I know it's very good times, but no, I love the style of that. That's very cool. Same. Oh snap! Dang. You know.
A year's worth of salt in one slice.
Damn. You're from Jersey. What's pineapple on pizza? Listen, Michael, come to Michigan and have the Buddy's pineapple pizza. It's delicious. It's fantastic. I don't know what it is. It's just a combination of their homemade cheese, sauce, and dough that is just phenomenal. It just meshes together. It's fantastic. So yes, try it, people. Go to Buddy's. It's fantastic. Yeah. So, dude, we've been talking to you for more than an hour, which is fantastic. I love chatting with you and Dan. You guys are awesome.
We so appreciate the opportunity. We thank you, everybody in the chat, for
anytime
reaching out.
You guys are completely welcome.
Everybody who's shared any of this, shared the campaigns, backed the campaign. We appreciate it more than y'all can possibly know, more than we can express.
Let's see here. Oh, it's all sliding all over the place. All right. So yeah, you're almost at the $500 goal. You're going to be hitting that. I'm going to say by Monday, you'll hit that on Kickstarter, which is really cool because that's for the platform that we're pushing on here. Okay. Very, very good question from CJ. Are you loose on the art style someone would use while drawing your characters?
So we are at a point now where I've had a few people that I've talked to about potentially taking over the reins for one of the things. If there's an artist that has a very well developed style that works for them, I would be open to that, as long as it is consistent with the character. Like that their take on the character doesn't stray too far from the elements that make them look like who they are. Like your style, I don't want anybody to look like my drawing. Like I'd want it to be their style. In fact, Michael like drew a Kolga inspired character, and I loved it. It makes me so happy. Yeah, I mean, like I love seeing people have their own style. The last thing I would want is for somebody to feel like they have to bend to my style. As long as it fits the mood of the character, as long as it's consistent, and it's it's something that's worthy of asking people for for money. If it sits on the table beside the rest of it and it belongs there, I'm fine with it.
Well, okay.
That is a really good question. That's something we're kind of exploring, because ideally I would love to have more artists, because there's so many things on that timeline that we'd love to get to, but I can only draw one page at a time.
I'm trying to find where he drew it, but you posted so much art between my on your page, Michael. Let me see. Are you a mod in my thing? If you're a mod, you can drop the link to the Biofile. So I'm trying to find it. I know you drew it, and I know I liked it. I'm just trying to figure out where it's at so I can show this to you. What in the heck? Oh, wait, is this it? Yes, I found it. Okay. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Here, let me show you. Present this. Stop screen. Present. Oh my gosh. If I could just click between back and forth. Here, check it out. There we go. There's Michael's drawing that he did for Biofile Kolga.
His Kolga's like, he said, what if she had a dump truck? He said, what if she had a yacht?
Yeah. He added some extra features on there, which were fantastic. I love it. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's really fun, man. It's like he had a lot of. No, I loved it.
You did a phenomenal job.
I love the elements that he did keep pull in from the whole book.
Yeah.
The idea of like he has June's kind of her energy sword thing. We call it a buckler. He's got the Stu in the eye. Like it's really cool.
Yeah. He added the green from Stu. Yeah, he did a great job. Listen, you did a great job, Michael. Keep it up. It's great.
He's hurt that he's not a mod.
Oh, that's what it is. All right. I will mod you after this, because if anybody needs to drop links, that would be you. And CJ, you're not a mod either. How is this possible? I don't know. I'll mod you guys after this, because you can't be modding people on freaking StreamYard. I know. I'll get in there one of these days and add you guys in there. You bring the buttons to the Biofile. Man, you guys are dorks. I love you guys. All right, let's go back here. Boom. All right, before we get out of here, I've had a lovely time chatting with you, and I know Dan was lurking about in the in the chat.
Yeah, he's got a show that's about to be starting, or
you got a show.
I'm not even sure which show he's on right now.
Oh, you're on somebody else's show, or are you doing your own show? Because you're doing your own show.
I don't know. I think he's on somebody else's show at some point tonight.
I see. Here, let me plop this link here.
We've been burning the candle at both ends lately, but that's what you got to do when you got a campaign rolling.
Well, that's what happens when you burn stew at both ends. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
here,
I will say this, because I don't know if this is ever going to actually make it in to Kolga, but one of the ideas that we've talked about, and I won't explain the background of how it could potentially happen because I don't want to spoil that. But at some point, we want to show that, given the freedom to be in control for a little while, Stu used his influence and his power to have a gigantic, beautiful nude statue or like painting of himself, but with just a big eye with like its gorgeous male body.
No, we need to have that. That needs to happen. That needs to be a pinup poster, something or other. It needs to happen.
Something like one of those like old Fabio romance cover type
things.
Oh, yes. With Stu as the face.
Needs to happen. Needs to happen. I want to see that in my lifetime. Gotta happen. All right. So Dan is going to be on somewhere anytime soon, starting there. And then, do you have any other appearances? Are you guys going to be at any cons coming up?
Not tonight. I think I may have something on Monday.
Okay.
It's almost Christmas. That's what I want to have.
Yeah. Have yourself a good holiday. Christmas. Yeah. Let's have a holly jolly holidays. A good new year. And then I know you got about 40 days left. So if you guys need any more appearances anywhere, I might have some people that will hook you up.
Absolutely. If you got anybody that's open to having us, we'll just we'll put us together, and we'll One of us will figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
It's
so
always
much.
a good time. It's always a good time talking to you and Dan. I love hanging in your guys' streams. I was hanging in Dan's show the other day he was doing. It was good times.
Yeah,
And,
we appreciate it. It takes a village.
It does. And we're going to get out of here. We've been on for about an hour and 20 minutes. Go check all the stuff out. All the links are down below, including your link tree and whatever else I have linked down below. But yeah, go check it out. If you guys want to check out more of the Biofile, you can go check out when I had you guys on for that campaign. So go check that out and get yourself some good art/story, dude. And seriously, I can't wait for the game to come out because that looks so much fun.
It's fun. It's hard.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's like make you bite the controller hard, but it's good.
Oh, it's one of those you like throw the controller, then you gotta go buy a new controller to beat it, and then you.
It is.
Oh, perfect.
But it's really fun.
Those are the best games. All right, we're going to get out of here. I do not have an outro. I hope you brought your spaz dancing moves. That time. It's that time. Oh, you're bringing out the sprinkler. Oh, shit. Let's go.